Centered, yeah. The image also be a bit centered. Okay, let's go. Stop. Anyway, the last verse and this verse, the eighth verse, is talking in terms of how you are when you know the knowledge. You know, literally like painting the goal. This is what you can be. Painting the goal is not, oh, that wise man is like that. No, this is potential me. I can be like that. Yeah. And that's always necessary. Because when you come to Vedanta, especially if you're learning from somebody much older, go. It's always a tendency in India to put him on a pedestal. He's great. What am I? Know? I can't do all that. But I'll listen. No. Every great teacher or otherwise teacher started from a scratch. In fact, good teachers were bad students. Because he knew what the problems are. So he can handle all that. So this is each one of us potential what we can be. Okay. Yeah. Yad ananda sindho nibaknaha puman syat. Avidya vilasah samasta prapanchaha. Yada anaspurati adbhutam yan nimittam. Parabrahma nityam tadevahamasmi. Yad ananda sindho nibaknaha puman syat. This person, Puman, Ananda Sindho Nimagnaha, is immersed in the ocean of Ananda that he is. Because Ananda is limitless now. Now what? Anandi Ananda. Nothing else. It is like what I told you about Tarandagiri. Mention it here. He is feeling depressed, etc. No. No. Okay, not this one. Huh? Yeah, the other one. Taranandagiri was my guru's guru, Vidya Guru. Great scholar. I also went and studied with him. He had a samadhi in 2004 sometime. Yeah. Great scholar, great scholar. And his greatness lay lightly on him. So then, when our Coimbatore ashram started somewhere in the 90s, he came to spend a few days there to see. Because 90s it was fresh. A new place, new tradition starting. The tradition is flowering in a new place. He came to stay there for a few days. Then Puja Swamiji had to go out of town for a few days. I get a call from Coimbatore. One of my friends is a student there, a doctor. Need your help? Swami Taranandagiri is in depression. I said, which idiot made that diagnosis? Sometimes I'm known for my plain speaking. That which idiot made that diagnosis? If Swami Taranandi is in a depression, there's no hope for any of us. Nobody sitting down, not responding to anyone, anything. I said, before you jump into it's just a doctor, by the way, who called me up. Said, before you jump into a psychological diagnosis, have you ruled out everything physical? She thought, only one thing left, an MRI of the head. I said, please do it. I'm taking the next flight down. So I landed up. By the time the MRI report, his carotid arteries were blocked. I mean, artery anywhere can be blocked, so can be. Haryanvi Mahatma. His devotees will get him boxes of ghee and nicely apply it on the roti and eat it. What do you expect? Okay. too much of cholesterol. So we gave medication, this, that, etc. And it's all fine. Becoming normal. So I asked him, Samaji, what happened to you? Buddhi काम नहीं करता. My buddhi was not functioning. My brain was not functioning. So, mastram hoke baith gaya. I sat down in Ananda. What can you see? If a hand is not functioning, leg is not, you can still communicate. Brain is not functioning, what do you do? Witness, sit down. Ananda. So Ananda Signo, Sindhu, Nimagnaha, immersed in the ocean of Ananda that you are. Okay. Things can go in sixes and sevens, but you are Ananda. So Ananda can go through a joyful situation. Ananda can go through a challenging situation. Ananda can go through a painful situation. Hell, this is pain in the back. You are Ananda. What does it matter? Yeah. So Ananda Sindhu Nibhagnaha Puman Syat. When this person is like that, Avidya Vilasam Samastam Prapancham. Samastam Prapancham, the entire creation. How is it? Avidya Vilasam is this. Avidya here Maya. Maya Vilasam. Projected by Maya. Okay. Yadna Spurati. Ignorance gone. Where is the world? Ignorance of cloth gone. Where is the kurta? What are you wearing? Cloth. Can you not think of it? You're wearing a gold chain. Okay. Where is the chain? It's only gold. The weight of the chain is the weight of the gold. The luster of the chain is the luster of the gold. The feel of the chain is the feel of the gold. So where is the chain? It's only gold. If you have any doubt, leave the gold with me and take the chain away. Gold I can use. I'll take it to Bombay, sell it off, help the ashram. Chain, what will I do? I don't wear a chain, nor do I have a girlfriend to give it to. So my chain se kya? What will I do with the chain? This is called experiential learning. You do it once, you'll never forget it all your life. My God, 10 grams of gold gone. Yeah. So where is the prapancham? Everywhere I'm seeing existent consciousness with name and form. What is prapancham? Name and form. That is not reality. There's only name and form. So everything I see is only myself. So what is the creation? You want a mystical answer? Consciousness relating to itself through you. Just a way of putting it, okay? Yeah. But why did creation happen? So that I could relate to myself through you. Swamiji, that's just a bluff, okay? It's a way of saying it. That's nothing great about it. It looks like a mystical thing. Or it can look like Kailas Ananda. I am relating to I through the I in you. I don't know whether you know this guy. Nityananda. Yeah. Yeah. He's created a nation for himself with hardly half a dozen people staying there. Funny guy. One of the most funny guys. Huh? Kailasa. Yeah. 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 So, somewhere in Ethiopia, right? Funny guys. So these are all ways of putting it. But where is the creation? The reality you gave it is shifted to existence consciousness. So what is the creation? Names and forms, various play of names and forms, in which this body and mind is also a play of names and forms. Yeah. Guru-Sishya relationship, full-timer, sacred. Ishvaro Gururatmeti, Murti Bheda Vibhangine, Ishvara the Atma, the Guru. threefold expressions. One consciousness. Yeah. That's it. There is no difference. What is that? Oh, yeah.
He says he's
That is the guy. Yes. That's the guy.
He says he's Shiva.
Yeah.
Oh, self-proclaimed. Yeah, self-proclaimed. He got an island or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skylaser.
Island.
So,
He's got an island.
where is the prapancham that you see? There is something. It's like standing on the beach. What a play of waves. What waves? Only water. Like Rishikesh. One of our drivers was, in Bombay, Sandeep. So, this guy who came to drive Swamiji's car was from Rishikesh. I mean, Rishikesh, everyone learns driving, but they learn it on trucks. So every time I go there, one or two characters will come and ask me, Swamiji, you're from Bombay. Will I get a job? I know how to drive. Driving trucks. Anyway, this guy was in Bombay. Rishi Prasad was his name. Okay. So he wanted to go back. His family and all was there. Enough. He said, will you give the job to my cousin? Rohit. Rohit was the cousin. So Rohit landed up in Bombay by the slowest express in the world. Dehradun Express, super slow express. From Haridwar to Bombay, it takes 40 hours. Super slow express. The cheapest train in the world, also the most slow. I used to take the train. You know why? In Rishikesh, I was busy. In Bombay, when I come, I'm busy. In between, when do I get a break in the train? Read, eat, sleep. Get up, read. Anyway, that was the train because direct from Haridwar straight to Bombay it was. So this guy comes in Bombay at 4:30 or so in the morning. So his brother went to pick him up. हाँ रोहित भाई आया हाँ भैया आ गया अच्छा says I have to go to a place to deliver a letter. I just have to drop it in. You want to drink some tea? Is that etc. Samudra Darshan. I've heard this in Rishikesh a lot. Samudra Darshan. अरे यार ये तो Bombay है. This is Bombay. Anywhere you go, you will see the Samudra. What time is it? No. If you can give me one break, if it is from possible. Okay, I'm going to Churchgate. I'll drop you at Chowpatty. You have all the Samudra Darshan. I'll come back and pick you up in 15 minutes. So I dropped him Chowpatty beach. Like Samudra Darshan. And he went to Churchgate, came back in 15 minutes. Had enough Samudra Darshan. Where is Samudra? Out there. ये तो पानी है. This is water. I seen a lot of water in the Ganga. Right? It's all water only anyway. We name it river, it's ocean, lake, pond, tumbler. It's all water. Where is Samudra? Where is Prapancham? Everything is consciousness with a name and form. Where is the world? Creation, Prapancham. It's all one consciousness with a name and form. Na bhati. Why? Ananda Sindho Nabhagnaha. I'm lost in the ocean of, not samsara. Samsara nahi hai. Like Meera said, Bhavasagar sukh gayi hai. It's all dried up. There's no samsara left. And what is left? Ananda. So when I'm drowned in the ocean of Ananda that I am, where is Prapancha? Where is the Prapancha? There is nothing. Wherever you look, it's Ananda only. Swamiji, these are painful things. Ananda hi hai. through some distortions that is coming. That's all. Everything is Ananda. Where is the prapancha? When can you say this? Ananda Sindho Nimaknaha. When you have owned up this knowledge to be a fact of your life, there is no separation between the knowledge and you. It's like my teacher saying, Samji, how are you? Come closer. I can't see you very clearly. Can't hear you also. Kidneys are fired. He's on dialysis every day. Yeah. Pancreas stopped functioning long back. Samji, I'm fine. Let's talk. Are you getting the idea? Your Ananda, body is failing you. He kept it going for some time. Lesson to all of us. Why? You can be Ananda with a failing body. You can teach with a failing body. He taught until 2 days before Samadhi. Failing body, so you still teach. And I used to tell my students, my student teachers, watch. That teaching is a lesson for all of us. How to be so brief in the use of words because lungs were affected. So to be brief and at the same time be clear in your communication. It's a lesson for all of us. Ananda Sindho Nimaknaha. Where is Prapancha? Namarupa, only names and forms. What you call creation, this is one thing to get very, very, take some effort. That's why I did that. Look at the flower and see what is there. Just a name and form. Flower is not the reality. It's nothing but limitless existence and the truth behind that. And the truth behind that, that is away from me. Away from what? Body, of course, it is away. But from me, consciousness and that, there is no difference. When me and you, where is the difference? There's only one. How many? What is the population of the world? Oh, I think about 8 billion. How many lives are there? One. What is the population? 8 billion. 8 billion Namarupas. And many of the forms clashing with each other. In Bangladesh, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, in Kashmir, in Iraq, Iran. So, forms will clash. What is the reality behind the whole thing? One consciousness. Difficult to get. Yeah, it's so new because the idea is new. But that is fact. The more you get exposed to a teaching, the more it becomes a fact of your life. That means what? This is exactly what you can be. Ananda never. World can. Something is happening. In some corner, something is happening. It can be fearful. Creation can be in many ways. Why do you have fearful forms of the Lord? Because to say that creation is like that. There's some which are awe-inspiring. Go to see sail from Dorchester or lands and a few miles into open sea. In this weather, you'll get 30, 40 feet high waves. Fearsome.
Also, you can say the same for any
situation. Yeah, any situation. Any situation. Because I am immersed into the ocean of Ananda that I am, then samastam prapancham yada naspurati. Not really there. It's an appearance. Samji, snake. It's a rope. Baba, it's not a snake, it's a rope. Yeah, but be careful. Huh? You say the snake is a rope and then you're saying be careful. If the snake was not a rope, you have to be careful about it. If the snake is a rope, what do you have to be careful of? World is full of Maya. Be careful. If you know it is Maya, you don't have to be careful. If you know it is Maya, you don't have to be careful. To know that it is Maya, everything, you have to know that it is all Brahman. We are not saying Sarvam Kalvidam Maya. Saying Sarvam Kalvidam Brahman. All that is there is Brahman. What appears, that is Maya. So if you see anything different from Brahman, that is Maya. So you see. Okay. Now when you see the ocean, you're seeing all the waves. Do you miss the water? If you miss the water, you're under Maya. If you don't miss the water, you're seeing the water expressing in a million waves. Yeah, great, fun, nice to see. Similarly, when you see the creation, if you miss the reality, creation can be a problem. Oh Lord, your world is so vast and I am so small. I'm insignificant. I'm trying to become significant. I'm called significant other, but I know I'm not significant. I don't feel significant. So we all try to become something. Why do you want to become something? Because you want some validation. I am something. You're the basis of the whole creation. What's your problem? No, Samji, my self-esteem is low. I have to work on it. I was brought up in difficult situation. Yeah, I know your mom and dad. But they're better than my mom and dad. My dad was a champion critical person. Very much. Highly critical. And my mother, world champion smotherer. Others found her loving. I found it suffocating. But you come out fine because I rebelled constructively. I was a great rebel. You rebel constructively, you'll be fine. Why do you need all that? Because you're missing the reality. If you understood the reality, what's the problem? There's no issue. But until you understand, all this becomes important. Building up your self-esteem, there's that, all that is fine. Necessary. Until when? Until you call the bluff of the Lord. Well, creation is Lord's bluff, Papa. He's playing a game. You get lost in it. Just a game. Halloween. Just a game. Na? Is Halloween big in UK?
Yeah.
It's a game.
Meera has a question.
Huh?
Yeah, I was just thinking this Adbhutam.
Huh?
Adbhutam.
Yeah.
Is he referring to the creation?
Yeah, I yet to come to that. I have not come there. Yeah. So, na pracha, na spurati. Then what? Adbhutam yan nimittam. What is the nimittam for the whole thing? Adbhutam, Brahman. Wonderful. So wondrous. Yeah. Look at it. Why is it a wonder? Kathopanishad says that. Ascharyavat pasyati kaschidenam. Ascharyavat vadati tadavanyaha. I come with all my existential issues. Swamiji, I'm in a mess. Things are going. Why? I thought your life was fine. Yeah, life is fine, but it's not going anywhere. Popular thing, na? I'm not going anywhere. Where do you want it to go? Life goes on, you go. Yes. I thought UK was fine. I migrated here because of that. Now UK is having problems. Bond Street, the Savle's lawyer, his wife was mugged in Bond Street. Bond Street is mugged. We called the police. Police said, I can't do anything about it. There's so much of this petty crime happening. At least Bombay, they'll make a pretense of doing something. What can you do with a phone snatcher or a chain snatcher? There's so many. Yeah, the problem. So now I come. I'm such an insignificant character. And the more the teaching reveals you the basis for the whole creation. Oh my God. I thought the world was too much. Why? My city was too much for me. And now I'm finding I'm the basis for the whole creation as consciousness. Adbhutam. Wonderful. Yeah. In fact, a convocation, one guy said this. My stay in the ashram was wonderful. The temple is wonderful. The food is wonderful. And people are looking at him, really? Everything was wonderful. And my teacher was wonderful. My teacher was wonderful. Why? Because he reveals the self, the wonder of all wonders. True. Adbhutam. You get it? Where did we start off from? Samsari. Dehi maam pahi maam. Hey Malik, tere bande ho hum. Lord, I am your dasaha. All your laws are available. And what? Idiot? The Lord is telling, idiot, you and I are one and the same. From where to where? Adbhutam. Yad nimittam tad adbhutam. Tad brahma eva ahamasmi. I am that Brahma. So all of the study, the sadhana you do, everything is just to come here. To understand that I am that limitless of consciousness. The last step is always cognitive, nothing else. Before that, you can do 100 different things, including standing on your head. Because I'm a yogi, I have to have a different perspective of life, I make fun of everything, including Vedanta, okay? It is good to have a little bit irreverent attitude. You don't take yourself too seriously. What's the big deal about it? Everything. You can do all types of sadhanas. Samji, what is your sadhana? The discipline of steel. The clash of arms, and that was my sadhana. Revade. Big deal. You survived all that, you're here. Na? And just to get your mind ready, you have to go around doing all that nonsense. All that nonsense just to get your mind ready. That's why in Vedanta we have a simple this thing for it. A life of karma yoga. Mind gets ready very easily. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to do anything separate from normal activities. You have to fix some attitudes. Everything action is offered to the Lord. Every result is prasada from the Lord. Success, failure, whatever, prasada. Please don't say work without expecting results. Then I'll be very interested in making a volunteer and make work. But I will give you targets to achieve, okay? Because I expect results. I'm a sensible guy. So I'll give you sensible results. Ishvara arpanam prasada buddhi. I focus on my work. Work is worship offered to the Lord. Result is prasada from the Lord. No problems, everything taken care of. I grow in the process. Either I fulfill my desires and grow, or I say not worth the effort and grow. Either way I will grow. Success or failure, I will grow. Grow what? Here. Think clearly, feel deeply, act decisively. That's karma yoga actually. With Ishvara Arpana Buddhi Prasadam. Then what? Then you are fine. Then you'll come to Vedanta teaching. This is an easy test. Then you'll do a difficult test. Vedanta Paribhasha. Some of you heard that. Difficult text. But if you're ready, what is the example I can give? Like a tiger cub having tasted blood, how are you? When a tiger cub tastes blood for the first time, how will it be? I'm raring to go. That's how your mind will be. difficult text, I'm raring to go. Chalo, here. Why? Because that's giving you clarity. They'll bring in clarity. All this arguments, etc., will bring in clarity. And I want that clarity. Yes, fine. Because your mind is ready. Your mind is not ready or your commitment is weak. Samji, this text is so difficult. Make it simpler. What do you think I'm doing in my explanation? Nobody can make it simpler than this, what I'm doing. Yeah. That's how it is. No prapancham, nothing. You owned up the knowledge. You are Ananda Swarupa. अभी क्या करने का है कुछ नहीं समझिए how do I live after that like the other idiots in the society one guru said that मूर्खवत आचरे like the other fool in the society you also live you think what you're special about what's special about you no you're a realized soul yeah I realized for so many lifetimes I was an idiot tell me if you really understand your pure limitless consciousness can you think yourself all these days what was I doing कितना गोलमाल किया what all stuff you did walked out of home created a turmoil in the society all that because now I'm a serious seeker finally it's you all that you sought was yourself there's a saying in English no? You can look over all the world but happiness is found in your own backyard so Jagad in Archie comics Jagad is reading from a book he says Archie you know the great philosophers have said that can travel all over the world, but happiness is in your own backyard. Archie is looking good. So true. Why? Veronica and Betty are sunbathing out there. So true. I make jokes about Vedanta also, see? Yes. Ananda yourself. You went around the world. I'll come to India. Why? Because the teaching is available there, not otherwise. Otherwise, why are you coming to India? It's not a place. Yeah. If you're going to come to India and you'll get the wisdom, then there should be 1.4 billion wise people in the society, in the world, because every Indian and every Indian is otherwise. Kasyat dhiraha pashyati. Some intelligent person gets this. Why? Because you have to first find a guru. So somebody asked this. How do you find a guru? Never ask a guru, how do you find a guru? Now, if I want to hook you on, I can say, Beta, you come to the right person. May who na? Shahrukh Khan stay. Shankara says this in Viveka Chudamani. Durlabham mitre me vetat. These three things are very difficult to get. Manushyatvam, a human body. Mumukshutvam, the desire for moksha. Mahapurusha samashrayaha, a wise person agreeing to be your teacher. Deva anugraha hetukam. All by God's grace only you get it. Because how do I know when I'm going off, this is the right teacher for me? No, he had a long beard. And Swami Chinmayanji used to say, bigger the beard, greater the doubt. Why do you think I keep a shorter beard? Not a long beard like some. And people like Sakshati are clean shaven. No, don't doubt me. No, I said, doubt me a little bit. How do you find? How do I know enough to do that? It's like finding a good doctor. How do you find a good doctor? You pray. The guy you're going to is the right one. Correct? Especially in UK. In India, not a problem. Word of mouth, this, that, etc. Oh, I have a friend. Oh, I've gone to this guy. Okay, go to this guy. Easier. Same way here also. God's grace, he says. To be a human body. God's grace. Why? So many karmas are waiting. They can be enjoyed only in other life forms. Yeah. But human birth is Mishra. We are all Mishras, mixtures. When Punya Papa, etc., get some sort of balance, it's a range, okay? Then you get a human birth. Why? There is enough problems for you to grow, and there is enough good things happening also. Mixture. Everything is fine in my life, except the guy I met. Yeah. Some bad has to come. To make you up. Yeah, some bad has to come. So, Manushyatva, human birth. And then to discern that what I'm really after in life is this knowledge, the freedom that I seek from my very existential issues. Not just about managing it anymore. I want freedom from that. That awareness to come in takes time. And generally, I found when the student, this is an expression, when the student is ready, the guru appears. The gurus are waiting for him. No, it is not like that. The gurus are always there in the society. When you are willing to be a student, you will recognize the guru. Like it happened with Arjuna. Krishna was buddy, friend, comrade in arms, brother-in-law, even divine, friend, philosopher, guide, problem solver. But when he discovered the student in himself on the battlefield, God's grace, he discovered the Guru in Krishna. Until then, he had not discovered the Guru. In fact, he says that in so many words, no? The Gita late. Sakhe iti matva prasudam yaduktam. Hey Sakhe iti, hey Govinda, hey Madhava. But I treated you with disrespect lightly. Not that Krishna bothers. I told you, my friend Ananda. So you don't tempt me. Yeah. No. He is everything, but not Guru. He is ready, he recognizes the Guru. That's exactly what happens. My own teacher for me was a friend, philosopher, guide. Growing up in Bombay. A lot of things I've done, I can't go and discuss it with my parents. My students can, because they're better parents than our generation. Yeah. You all are better parents than we had. Okay. So I couldn't discuss certain things. But whom to discuss with this? Student counselors? Forget it. Highly judgmental people. Those days we didn't have any student counselor worth the name. He is a man who accepts me as I am. I can talk to him. Yeah. So he was that friend, philosopher, guide. Then I discovered the student myself. This is what I want. Hey, Guru is right there. Then I became Swami. I said, Swamiji, I want to talk to you. I rarely told him I want to talk to you. I mean, he'll say, he'll look at me and say, Swamiji, I have something. Okay, fine. This time I took the initiative. I want to talk to you. The moment I entered his room, I knew he knew why I had come. He was probably recognizing that in me, the growth in me, which I was not fully aware. He was aware of it. It happens often. It happens often. Yeah. I've seen it now in my own life. Now that I have moved up, and I know champion is going to come. It'll take him a few years. He's going to come full time. No issues. Yeah. Why? Because you're ready. How do you become ready? God's grace. You get enough challenges in life, but the challenges can leave you embittered. The first woman I loved died in the war. She was a Pakistani spy. She betrayed me. No, I did what was right for my country. She did what's right for her country. We didn't love each other less. We loved our countries more. Where is the grief then? Grief is there, thoda sa. Manageable. Right? There's no sense of betrayal. There's only sense of missing a loved one, which you can deal with. Betrayal comes and cheated me. Not cheated. I would have done the same thing. No? For her, her country was important than me. For me, my country is more important than her. Not that we didn't love each other, but we loved our countries more. What is your problem then? If you're like that, you will grow. Thank God. This challenging time, but I grew. I'm very happy it happened. Huh? You're happy it happened? Yeah. I could grow. It made me ready for what I was to do in life. The going through, it is painful. Who says no? Because it's joyful, it is painful, both. That's what life is. Learn and grow. Learn and grow. Don't let it embitter you. Don't let it make you feel, pull you down. Learn, grow. To help grow, seek a teacher's help, seek a counselor's help, seek a therapist, whatever helps. Seek, grow. That's what matters. Then when you come to Vedanta, smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. Really, it's smooth sailing. Some of you must have studied very hard. Sanskrit, I had to study a little bit. Vedanta, listen to Swamiji, take down notes. Immediately after that, go back to the room, go over that, makes a few corrections, additions, this, that, etc. Close the book. I'm fine. And sometimes you have to make a presentation. Oh, you have to prepare for a presentation. It's gone inside. Speak freely. Because you don't know who is making the presentation. Swami Chinmayanji would put all our names in a bowl. He'll pick up. Smile. Now you don't know whose name is written there. He'll look around and call whomever he wants. Swami Chinmayanji, I knew him well. Smooth sailing after that. Why? Because he came, he got this ready. Yeah. This is, and this getting this ready requires a little bit of conscious work. Physical growth happens by itself. You just have to survive. Physical growth will happen. At 13, 12, 13, 14, you will mature out. At 13, you are ready to be a father or a mother. Physically. Emotionally, I'm 30, I'm not ready. Someone told me I'm ready at 20. She was. It takes its own time. Why? This growth makes some conscious effort is necessary. So I've seen mature 20-year-olds and I've seen 60-year-olds still struggling, not yet mature. Or very wise people. Before 60, they become very compassionate, great leadership. Yeah. Like, what do you learn from your commanding officer, Commodore? Leadership with compassion. Tough leadership, but tempered with compassion. Because he was like that. He was like that. We have time. You want a small story about him?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
After the 71 war, we have a naval depot in Ghatkopar. No. Ghatkopar rifle range, in that place, yeah, that rifle range, that is where the naval depot is. So suddenly a report comes from there. The naval guys are refusing to wear uniform, saying it's too hot. So Admiral Nanda, Vice Admiral Nanda, they send in the military police, arrest all of them and court-martial them. Commodore one step junior. Give me a chance. I'll handle that. They called a young officer. He strapped down our sidearms. We are ready for anything. Pistols are there. Not heavy weapons. No. Walked in to this depot. So Commodore was a legend in his lifetime, okay? In the army, Navy, he was known. He died 25 years after leaving the forces. And they sent a team, bugling, etc., for his funeral. Okay? He was respected. 25 years after they remembered what he was. He's a legend. Is that. Everyone immediately coming forward. All in t-shirts, singlets, saluting him. And typical. अरे इतना गर्म है, so hot. Beer पिनाएगा क्या नहीं? Give us some beer or something. Yes sir, yes sir, please come. Sitting down drinking beer. One drink I don't like. Bitter, how can you drink that? Really? Beer is so bitter, how can you drink that thing? Yeah. Anyway. Duty calls. Then after some time they're chatting. Is today a holiday or something? No, sir. Working day. Why are you guys out of uniform? It's too hot. Huh? In the Navy, we learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. I'm in uniform. I'm much older than all of you. A young officer is in uniform. What's the problem? They look at each other. Yes, sir. They all go wear uniforms. Come. Problem diffused. Of course, he had told the head office, if you don't come out by sunset, send the police in. That means we are in trouble. They're not listening to us. So backup is there. But diffused. One great lesson I learned from him. Leadership. Are you going to destroy all their careers for one small act of not wearing a uniform? These are people who performed in the war. Great guys. To be respected. Yeah. So you have people like that in your life is a blessing. Now you grow. You grow. Yeah. And then you come to Vedanta. Even when he came to Vedanta, I had people who have been studying with me for 15 years sitting, and here is a man who's coming fresh and is understanding faster than all the others. Why? Prepared mind. So all you have to do is that, prepare the mind. Teaching will take care of the rest. All your life, living, sadhanas, this, that, everything is to prepare your mind. Getting married is to prepare your mind. Why? You're picking up a sparring partner in life. Yeah. It's Panigrahanam, no? Panigrahanam is what? Two boxers shaking hands. The sparring partner. Yeah. So you can fight the world together.
One shakes harder than the other.
Having a kid, big growth. The amount of responsibility there, oh my God. Young mothers go through hell. Not easy. I have great respect for that. But then, are you growing in the process? Or are you getting possessive, overprotective, being a helicopter parent? Are you being all that? Like when you read the Prophet by Khalil Gibran, your children are not your children. They come through you, but they don't belong to you. They are the children of the universe. Ah, so beautiful. And your kid says, Mom, I want to stay out late until 10 o'clock. Beat the shit out of you, okay? No kid in my family. What happened to all the children of the universe business? Then you will say, Khalil Gibran was not a parent, he didn't know. You don't have to be a parent to know that. Have you nurtured children? Yep, good enough. Yeah. Like many of the kids will come and speak things to me which they will not tell their own parents. If the parents knew, they would have a heart attack. I'm not joking. things kids get up into nowadays. Parents will have a tough time. I'm not a parent, so I have the objectivity to deal with it. It's okay. I made worse mistakes and I come out fine. He'll also be fine. True. So you're preparing the mind. That's all you have to do. Life is meant for that. Life is the biggest, the lessons of life is that maturity, learnings of life, which we formalize in our Vedanta technicalities by saying Viveka, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti, Mumukshutva. That's a structured way of putting it. Viveka, clear thinking. Vairagya, objectivity. Sama, mastery of the mind. I know how to change my thinking and change my feelings. Dhamma, my discipline that comes in. Uparati, the inner quietude that comes out of Karma Yoga. Titiksha, able to put up with the pinpricks of life.
What put up with?
Shraddha, trust and faith, trust in the Shastra. Samadhanam, this is the acceptance of people. Your emotional freedom depends on how much you accept the people around you. You don't accept, you are in a mess. That person doesn't even know you don't accept. He's a jerk. How will a jerk know that you don't care for a guy? But you have a problem. So at least can you accept him as a jerk? That I can do. Good enough. Good enough. Even if you're labeling, it's okay. Good enough. Why? Because you're learning acceptance. Because after that, you're not going to expect some great behavior out of that guy. So it's okay. Fine. And the desire for moksha. That will come now. You thought all this is going to give me the fulfillment I want, and I find none of them has given. Happily ever after marriage is Mills and Boons, not real life. Yeah.
That's why it disappeared.
Yeah, some fairy godmother coming and waving a wand and giving me things. Comic books, Walt Disney, not real life. Knight in shining armor, etc. King Arthur and the knights of the Rhine Temple. This is life. There's no knights left. I have to be my own knight. Those are the lessons of life, isn't it? And dear, most women here, do you really want to be the helpless damsel in a story? It's nice to have someone standing up for you. That much is nice. More than that? No. More than that, I don't think any one of you want. Yeah. You learn, you grow, then you come to the teaching, then you do some contemplation, then what? Nimagnaha. You're in the ocean of Ananda yourself. You are the ocean of Ananda. Great life. Yeah, life is great. Life is great. Samay. Economy is bad, law and order situation deteriorating, immigration, people are taking over, illegal. Yeah, all that is happening, but I'm fine. If I'm in a position to do something about it, I will do. I mean, anything I talk is verified. I've gone to places where all the Sharia law is there in England. I can understand it being in Pakistan, but there are pockets in England where it's happening. Bradford and all, I've seen that. I'm a guy who will not talk without verifying. I've seen that. Yeah, I walked in and walked out. Police people said, "You're going inside there?" Because they see me in this dress. Yeah. You're not a local. I said, "No." If anything happens to you, we cannot come and we'll have to wait for backup. Nothing will happen to me. We have plenty of them in India. I know how to deal with that. I went in, had a round, sat down in a tea shop, ordered brun muska and chai. This is typical. Sat down. Someone came and said, "Sir, can I share the table with you?" There are a lot of empty tables. Okay. Please do. I know he was sent to check me out. They talked, chatted with him, and he proudly is talking about how he came, the mule route from Afghanistan to Pakistan to a mosque there. And I'll tell you the routes also. All that over a cup of tea. I'm fairly okay in gathering intelligence. I've done that plenty of times. One conversation, he thought he's checking me out. I got more information out of it. Yeah, he asked me, where are you from? Mumbai. Mumbai, where in Mumbai? Chambur. Oh, where in Chambur? The way he's asking, I know he doesn't know about Chambur. I said, Gol Masjid, the mosque which is around. Huh? He has heard about Gol Masjid. Bas, Bayat. Right. Acha, then everything open. In one or two comments, I evaluate, I estimate, oh, this is a guy, okay. Then I've created a big society here. Then he begins proud and he's talking about it. Got the root out of him, got the this out of him, everything. I talked about it to Pandit Sharma. He presents it in the parliament and everything. I told him all this. This is it. He was surprised he got all this information over within an hour. I said, yes. What were you before? Certain things I can't talk about. Big deal. It's life. It happens. But what are you? Ananda Sindho Nabagna. So if you're the ocean of Ananda, what's the big problem about being there? Samji, they could have hurt you. They can try. I know how to diffuse situations. No big deal. Yeah. Okay. Big deal. You're Ananda yourself, you can be okay in any situation. Yeah. What if they attack you and knifed you? Then I'll drop my body. No problems for me. Problems for them, problems for the government. Not for me. I do have a problem. Yeah. Yeah. But if they try to knife that, I would enjoy taking a couple of people with me. That's also the fun of the game. No? Nahanye, nahanyate, nahanyate, nahantaram. You're neither the killed nor the killer. Gita. Yeah. All right. Then what? 3:30, na break? Swarupa anusandhanu rupa stuteya. Pated adarat bhakti bhavo manushya. Shrunoti ihava nityamukta udyukta shitta. Bhaved Vishnoho atraiva veda pramana. Swarupa anusandhana rupa stutinya. This stuti, this verses in praise. What are they formed? Swarupa anusandhana rupa. They are in the form of remembering what you are. That's why one of the names for this text is Swarupa anusandhana. Pated adara, who studies it with respect, adara. Okay. Bhakti bhavo manushya, with a sense of devotion. Hey, I want to know the truth. I want to know what I am. With that devotion, when you're studying it, or shrunoti hava, or who listens to the teaching of the sex, okay, nityam udyukta chittaha, regularly, udyukta chittaha, with a very attentive mind, a focused mind. He listens to it, the chittaha. Bhavet Vishnoho Atreva Veda Praman. He is one with Vishnu, he says, the Lord. Vishnu is when I am putting it, is one with the Lord. Iti Veda Pramana. What is the authority to say it? The Veda itself. Veda is a means of knowing what I can't know by myself. What I can't figure out, the Veda tells me. So it's not going to talk to you about your illness, your arthritis, etc. Why? That you can figure out. You have God has given you a brain with something in it, you can figure it out. What you don't know, what you can't figure out, I am the truth of the creation. How can I ever figure out? All my experiences, I'm victimized by the creation. How can I figure out that? With teaching, it becomes difficult. So that the Veda has come and tell me. So with the pramanam of the Veda, with the means of knowledge that the Veda is, the authority also, in this case, the Veda pramanam is clear. So study this. By this, he means all the text connected with it also, okay? Not that you keep studying it once, then video is available. You listen to it again, then you listen. Until the whole thing is by hearted. Every joke you know. You can say, no, somebody will tell this joke now. To get into the heart of the matter and understand what is being revealed. Swarupa Anusandhan. Yeah. I knew one guy used to take my study group. So, and used to have a book which used to fill with notes. I told him, Uncle, can I have a look at that book? Yeah, yeah. And I'm looking at it. All the jokes that Puja Swamiji cracks are there. What about the learning? Where he wants to use the joke. Couldn't help. The joke is illustrating something. What is being illustrated? You're not saying joke for joke's sake. You're illustrating something. You're not telling a story just for the sake of the story. So sometimes I say, hey, is there time for a story? Yeah. But it's illustrating something. Leadership with compassion, I talked about. How life's lessons are there. Life teaches you lessons. It's all illustrations. If you remember the story and forget the lesson, what is the point? Yeah. Then you're telling second-hand jokes. Yeah. Therefore, if one was studied the Swarupa Anusandhanam well, being understood the subject matter, owned it up, Vishnoho Padam, he says, you're one with Vishnu, the Lord himself. Yeah. You're not different. There's one consciousness. Where is the difference? Yeah, Nityam. Nityam Udyukta Chitta. This Udyukta Chitta is necessary. Why? Because sometimes our sadhana, our studies, our japa, can become mechanical. No mechanicalness. You're not mechanical in your learning or your sadhana, or you're deliberate, conscious. When you're listening, oh, I listened to this text before from Swamiji. Yeah. But new insights will be there. Your insights can be deepened. Same text. This happens in my teaching of the Gita. People come. Now, this is the first book I teach. Every good student of mine, when I'm doing the Gita somewhere else, either they'll come physically or online. They listen to it. Why? It takes half the Gita to get hold of the problem. By that time, half the Gita is over. Now I want to listen to it again. Good, listen to it again. But every time, with an attentive mind, deliberateness, consciously, not mechanically. This mechanical mind is the biggest issue we have. Biggest issue we have. Yeah. So olden days also, we used to do a lot of chanting. But you know how we used to take care of the mechanical mind? You know, all brahmacharis keep a choti that is tied up to a nail. Okay, okay. Joking, okay. Now you'll remember, not mechanical mind, alert mind. Okay, then what? Vijnana Nauka parigrihya kascha taredyad ajnanamayam bhavaptim jnanasina yogi vichhed trishna vichedya trishna Vishnoho padam yati sa eva dhanyaha. Vijnana Navam, this small boat of knowledge. It's a small boat. Parigrahya kasya, someone has got hold of that. Meaning the student who has got hold of this boat of knowledge. Yeah. Tared yad ajnana mayam bhoy. You are crossing over the ocean of ajnana. You don't go in a small boat into the ocean. It's good for a lake. Maybe good for a river also. But the ocean, you don't attempt in a boat. The sailors will call our submarines boats. Okay. A ship is a ship. Submarine is a boat. Yeah, but it's not a boat. Boat can hold half a dozen people. Unless it's a Kerala snake boat. Otherwise, half a dozen people in a boat. Or it's a rice transporting boat. When we were kids, we used to do that. The rice is going to the next thing. Mom, I'll come later. Jump into the boat and take a ride. It's a transport, but it is still small. The ocean will drown it out in 2 seconds. We have had 10,000 ton worth ships going down. 10,000 tons. Imagine the size of the ship. Okay. 10 buildings, one on stacked top of the other for 5. Go on. One good, nice wave, ship disappears. People, we find some heads popping up because of the life belt. That's it. Therefore, you don't risk in a boat. Hey, but this is the boat of knowledge. Will negate the ocean itself. Okay. So, Tarid Ajnanamayam Bhavabdim, this ocean of samsara, which is Ajnanamayam, which is nothing but ignorance. The small skiff of knowledge will take you across, he says. Not take you across, you drive the ocean only. Bhavasagara sab sukh gaya hai. Mira, fikr nahi ab tarne ki. No worry about crossing. There's no ocean of samsara, there's only me. There is no samsara, there is a samsari, all right. Why? There is a person who feels victimized, troubled. Where is samsara? There's only world. So in the ashram, we used to joke. When does a brahmachari become a samsari? Brahmachari is a student. When does he become samsari? When he runs after samsari. But he is giving bigger problem to the lady, okay? In South, there is a thing. When I first saw it, I said, what is it talking? Samji, I got my samsaram along. You're the samsari. What samsaram along you got? He's talking about it, his wife. Samsar. Tamil Nadu, what my samsaram along. In Kerala, they say he'll get a back right there. Kerala women are strong. They won't allow that. You're a bigger samsara for her. He has to take care of you. She's got 2 kids and plus you. Anyway, jokes apart. There is no samsara. There's only a person who felt samsari. I'm samsari. I'm finite. I'm limited. I'm unhappy. Kabhi kushi, kabhi gum. Sometimes happiness, sometimes misery. Now I have to get out of the whole thing. That person is there. Ajnana, out of ignorance of your own true nature. Once you understand that, what are you? Ananda Udadi. You're in the ocean of Ananda, not samsara. That is yourself. Jnana sina yo viched trishna. What happened to all your longings? I mean, without this, I will not be happy. I want that to happen. I want this to happen. Just by the sword of knowledge, you are cut across the whole thing. You are a fulfilled being. What are you looking for these things to make you happy? If you still want it, go get it. What's the problems? Happily, you'll go and get it. Let us say, here's a wise person. He gets a desire. एक आश्रम बना देगा. Many wise people get desires like this. All ashrams come up like this. In my case, my guru said, go make an ashram. But he got a desire. ठीक है, कर लो. Are you doing it for fullness? I'm doing it for keeping the parampara going. My samsara will start after I build the ashram. You're worried about 2 kids? I'll have to look after 50 of them. Not kids, all independent-minded thinkers. But some emotional issues hidden, which will come out in that pressure cooker we call the ashram. Big samsara. No problems. If you're Ananda, what is the problem? They may have a problem with the teacher like me. But if you survive me, you'll become good. Yeah. I think I'm always this nice joking guy. Ask some of my old students from South Bombay, they'll tell you how much I can push, how much I can confront. And my training programs, grown men cry. Because I'm tough. I'm compassionate. In fact, one of my MBA students told me, he's the kindest and the toughest teacher we had. Kindest because he's available for us day and night. We can call him up. Toughest because he makes us perform. I said, thank you. That's a great compliment to have. So, samsara. What samsara? Some 50 students are there. Some things have to be done. Their minds are running all over and I have to chip them out. All the ajnanam has to go. All the neti, it has to be done when the mind is roaming around. Tuck, 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 tuck. Great fun. What fun? Yeah. For Ananda, everything is fun. But Swamiji, what if a stroke goes wrong and it's something else? His problem, not mine. Why did he run around so much? You see, you're fine. Yeah. Then he learned not to run around so much. Yeah, let's sit and learn. Simple as that. So, Ananda Bhavtin. Jnanasina, Vicheda Trishna. There is no Trishna left. There is no longing left. The whole world has been reduced to preferences. What do you prefer? All your desires have just come down to preferences. Previously, the Trishna, longings. God, I need that. Now, if it gets, it's nice. Don't get, right? I'm Ananda. What does it matter? Is no more for the sake of Ananda. It is out of the fullness that I am. Like when you go to the bathroom and start singing. Are you singing to please someone? If you think somebody is listening, you'll stop. The clothes came off, everything came out, the shower is on, a song burst from your lips. Why? Out of joy of fulfillment of life. So everything, the song of life goes on. Yeah. Okay, Jnanasena Vichedit. What happens to that person? Vishnoho Padam Yati. He's one with Ishvara. Seva Dhanya. He's the blessed person, he says. And so you come and get the knowledge, that is a real blessing of Ishvara. Guru is only a nimitta, okay? Nimitta matram bhava savya sachan. It's Ishvara's blessings going through. We are only mouthpieces. Yeah. He is the one. The starting of the parampara is from Sadashiva Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmad Acharya Parintam, Vande Guru Parampara. He is the first teacher. The Lord is the first teacher. We are only passing the message on. After, of course, having rooted in it. Otherwise, okay, you can't, if you can't walk your talk, you're not fit to be a teacher. Yeah. You may stumble here and there because you're a new teacher. Okay, understandable. You walk for 30 years, you still stumble sometimes. Sometimes, Bombay roads. It's a big deal. A big deal. Okay. So say Eva Dhinya, that is a blessed person. With that, Vijnana Nauka or Tattvanusandhanam comes to an end. There is still something left. Okay. There's a question and answer session we'll have because I'm sure some people have come up with some questions. Is that gentleman here? Just check. He's here. I'll answer the question right